What's good, you guys? You know who it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. Relentless Lex, and I'm back like I never left this mother. Yes, Sirski. All right, man. So we got Gabrielle Union she speaks on forcing son to become trans and the Wade family's fallout. Now, I was wondering this. I was wondering that Gabrielle, first of all, it wasn't her biological daughter. So I know her and Dwayne is married, but bro, how can you go against the biological mother's will? I don't get it, bro. But that's what we're here for. That is exactly why we're here, to find out everything I just said, right? And thank you guys for the plaque in the back. We did it. 100,000 subscribers. We made it, you guys. Yes, sir. Spicy.
Okay, y'all, let me ask you something. Do you honestly think that Gabrielle Union would let her own child transition at 12? Well, for someone who encouraged her stepdaughter and Dwayne Wade's daughter, Zaya, to transition at such a young age, people are saying that her motivation may have been malicious, especially since Zaya's birth mother, Siobhan Funches Wade, specifically said that she did not want Zaya to make that decision until she was like 18. So what may have been Gabby and Dwayne's motivation to encourage Zaya?
You doing the real mom who wants her children to have a fair chance at making their own decisions, while you and your I want to be a husband convince your child that they need to get the whole trans thing going on now so they can get a Disney contract.
Oh.
And we all know what Disney does to children.
So that was the whole motivation behind it. It was all because of a Disney contract. Wow, bro. That still is crazy. That is crazy.
Imagine what they do to trans kids.
So Zaya initially identified as gay before she came out as trans. And upon her request, her father, Dwayne Wade, filed a petition with the Los Angeles County Superior Court to have her name legally changed. Remember, Dwayne had already talked a few times about Zaya's decision to transition, saying that he was in full support of the decision.
Zaya, early on, she was the one who sat down with us as a family and said, hey, I don't think I'm gay, right? I identify myself as a young lady, but she's known that for 9 years.
Right? It's definitely something to imagine that she was that sure that she wanted to transition at such a young age. But that's what Zaya's dad insisted on.
Zaya gathered more language. She was able to tell us about her identity. She was able to tell us about her sexuality. She was able to tell us, I'm trans. And she says, I've come out a few times.
But here's where it gets even more interesting. The thing is, while Zaya's birth mother wanted her to make that decision after she turned 18, Gab was telling her that it was okay to make that choice at whichever age and openly encouraged her choice.
For her to be able to see so many members of her community, of our community, that she's looked up to, that have inspired her, that have held her down, you know, had her back, is pretty huge. And there's not too many moments where I'm, as a parent, where I get to deliver that.
Gabrielle even said in a few interviews that she has never felt more connected in her life to anyone else like she feels connected to Zaya. And I don't know what she meant by that, but some people have said that it's pretty offensive, especially because Gab knows exactly how Zaya's birth mother felt about the transition. In fact, Gabrielle allegedly kept Zaya from her birth mother and dismissed her opinion about the decision to transition. I mean, Zaya's birth mother had already said that Dwayne was pressuring their child to move forward with the name and gender change in order to profit from business opportunities that their child was offered. She was actually of the opinion that Zaya should wait until she was 18 to decide if she wanted to legally change her name, let alone her gender. And she put that in a petition where she said, he informed me that a lot of money had been already made and that additional money will be made in relation to our child's name and gender issue. Wade told me that he intended to make our child very famous due to the name and gender issue, and also informed me that there would be endorsements/contracts associated therewith. Now, let me ask you something. How many deals has Zaya bagged since she transitioned?
Zero.
A lot, right? But does that mean
not zero, but a lot. I was about to say a bunch of zeros. Like, bro, that's still crazy, though.
birth mother was right when she said that Gabrielle and Dwayne only encouraged her to transition because of the endorsements? Also, look at it this way. Other than Zaya, Dwayne does have other kids, but Gabrielle never even bothers to mention them. It's like they don't exist. So, is it that she doesn't care since she can't exploit them for points and clicks? Anyway, in addition, Zaya's birth mom said that given Dwayne's high-profile status as a professional athlete, their children's lives have been highly publicized, and that Dwayne had appeared on national television shows and in media reports regarding their child's name and gender change. Zaya's birth mother only said that she was concerned about their child being commercialized at a young age, and she was also afraid of the uncontrollable consequences of media exposure, statements and/or pictures taken out of context of their child, and unwanted spotlight focused on Zaya. Now, according to most people, as a mother, this is something that Gabrielle should have understood, but instead of reasoning with Zaya's birth mom, she was all over talking about how she was proud of Zaya and how she supported her decision. In fact, there were reports saying that just like Dwayne, Gab thought that Zaya's birth mother was being self-centered. And this is what Dwayne wrote in his response to Siobhan's petition. While none of us are surprised by Siobhan's attempt to fight my child's identity and her unwavering attempt to drag my name through the mud, I'm very disappointed that she continuously finds ways of centering herself and her needs without regard to her children. In addition, he also said that since Zaya's mother was an absentee mother, she did not have any say in anything that was happening in Zaya's life. He said, Siobhan has decided to pretty much be an absent parent to Zaya all on her own. I will not sit on my hands this time and allow her to make a mockery of my dedication to my family. The high road has run out of real estate. People are assuming that before Dwayne put out that statement, he consulted Gabrielle, who probably helped him make the statement, bashing Zaya's birth mother. And people said that if Gabrielle really cared about Siobhan's opinion, she would have respected that she wanted Zaya to at least turn 18 before making that choice. Okay, other than the birth mom, there's also how Gabrielle has been fighting people who have commented on why she should not have allowed Zaya to transition at such a young age, like Boosie.
I gotta say something about this, bro. Dwayne Wade, you gone too far, dog. That is a male, a 12-year-old. At 12, they don't even know what their next meal gonna be. They don't have figured out yet. He might meet a woman, anything at 16, and fall in love with her. But his be gone. How you gonna?
And let me tell you, Gab did not just go after Boosie for having an opinion about Zaya transitioning at such a young age. She also said that Boosie is probably on the DL.
He's so preoccupied.
Yeah, he is. Very much
Almost
so.
like thou doth protest too much, little booze.
I'm gonna look.
You got a lot of in your mind.
I mean, it's
Throw
like
that out there.
It's like Zaya and Lil Nas X live in his head.
For free, rent free.
Like what?
It's like, sir, something you want to just go ahead and tell us. This is a safe space. We can be your sanctuary.
Jaguar Wright also said that she was called jealous because of her opinions about what's happening down at the Wade house. But if you ask her, everything that she has said about the family is slowly coming to light.
She the black Kris Jenner. She done turned her husband into a
Wow.
He
Wow.
wants to be a woman. That's why they're getting divorced. She went on Twitter cussing out Diddy and then deleted it because Diddy want to throw Dwayne
Freak off.
a divorce freak off. Why is it a problem? He been freaking off. Why you care? You was at the freak off with it.
Child, did he want to throw
Wow.
Dwayne out? What now? Anywho, about those divorce rumors a few months ago, there were reports that the divorce was underway. And it didn't help that Dwayne was allegedly spotted with multiple women, and then he was spotted with an unnamed woman later on. And they apparently engaged in a lengthy and intimate conversation for about 2 hours. Well, people have also always speculated that one of the reasons why Gab was okay with Zaya's decision was because she's a beard herself. And part of the agreement she has with Dwayne is that she has to allow Dwayne to live his fantasies through Zaya.
Like I said, when me and my wife looked at each other, right? And the reason we looked at each other is because of this, you know, as kids, I used to put on heels. I used to do all those things. I try to put on whatever my sisters wear. When all my sisters did, I try to do those things.
I mean, we've heard those
That's
stories
crazy.
about what happens down at the Wade house, right?
I'm saying that because of the artist that I just spoke to not that long ago that got invited to a party at their house. Everything was cool up front, so they went to the back and there was a bunch of old and young boys back there,
Wow.
all ass naked in the Wade house.
Wow.
So to a lot of people, the alleged fake
Wow.
marriage is probably one of the reasons why Gab was fine with encouraging Zaya to transition. But that aside, what I really want to know is, what do you think about Zaya's journey? Do you believe that Gabrielle and Dwayne only encouraged Zaya to transition because of the endorsements? Do you see how Dwayne is living his fantasies through Zaya? Sound off in the comments.
Man, that is so crazy. But you know what? I agree with Bootsy, though. I really do agree with Bootsy. Because, you know, that's the thing about it, like Bootsy said. Bootsy said that, you know, he could have found love at 16. So Bootsy like, man, don't chop the man private section off, bro. Like, it's the biological mother said she wasn't against what was going on. She just wanted to be a little later on in life. 18, the legal age, 18. And me, myself, I really feel like a kid that age can't make that type of decision, bro. But Dwayne and Gabby is doing it for the love of money, bro. The love of money. Dwayne said himself, he said when he was younger, he used to put on his sister high heels and makeup and all. Bro, who does that, bro? If you do something like that, there's something else, you have some type of issue with yourself. Some type of issue. I'm not against it, but at the same token, the kid is too young, bro. I feel like they forcing him to capitalize off income off the transition, bro. And that's not right. And the biological mom, she probably wasn't present, but she's still the biological mom, Gabby. She's still the biological mom, bro. That's crazy. Bro, this is crazy. But, hey, it is what it is. It happened, and it's out there. Do I agree with it? I don't agree with the age. To each their own, but I do not agree with them doing it at an early age. Nah, that was too young. That was too young, man, period.